Good morning, everybody. Hope your Sunday is off to a great start. Thanks for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First. We are beginning with a look right now over Midtown Atlanta. How nice does this look? We hope that you've gotten outside and enjoyed this weekend. How nice has it been to have a weekend with no rain? We've got blue skies, sunshine. I'm Megan Packer, and we'll check in with First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi in just a moment. But I do want to get you updated on some of the day's top stories. If you joined us just a little while ago for Atlanta News First Sunday morning on air on your TV, you saw it was a pretty busy morning. We've got some breaking news happening from overnight. We're talking about an officer-involved shooting in the city of Atlanta. We had a crew here in downtown Atlanta right at the Greyhound bus station. So here's what we know. This was around 4:40 this morning. Officers who were working an extra job out there at the bus station were notified about an unruly person inside the terminal. We later learned it was a 30-year-old man. Police say he was a passenger without a ticket. He was causing a disturbance and wouldn't leave. That's when those officers working that extra job got involved. Police say the man took out a gun and fired at both officers at one point. One of those officers shot back, hitting the man. He was taken to the hospital. The GBI is investigating this, and this is at least the 32nd shooting involving police that the GBI has been called in to investigate so far this year. So we will keep you posted throughout the day as we learn more from the GBI agents that are now looking into what exactly led up to this and how this all unfolded. Services continue today to honor the life of the late Dr. Charles Stanley, the longtime pastor of First Baptist Atlanta and the founder of In Touch Ministries. There is a public legacy celebration planned for today. Doors at the Dunwoody Church will open at 5 for it, and the program starts at 6 o'clock this evening, followed by a reception. People lined up at the church yesterday for a visitation. People shared their memories of Dr. Stanley and how he impacted them over the years. He was a pastor at that church for more than 50 years. Of course, his message reached people in more than 100 countries. He died Tuesday at the age of 90. This weekend, it was a pretty unique opportunity for some Metro Atlanta high schoolers. They had a chance to learn about joining the U.S. military. U.S. Senator Jon Ossoff invited students to Dobbins Air Reserve Base in Marietta yesterday to get information about the application process and the congressional nomination process. Students tell us that they appreciated the chance just to learn about this and figure out what's needed to pursue that path. You can imagine that they might have some questions about that and just navigating that and what they need to do to pursue a career in the military. So they learned about how they can join the U.S. Military Academy, the Air Force, Coast Guard, Merchant Marine, and Naval Academies. In the city of Decatur, you can try out a new way to get around tomorrow. The free Go Decatur Circulator has 15 stops at places like grocery stores, the city square, and senior living centers. This is available for anybody to use in Decatur. You can catch the shuttle Mondays and Wednesdays from 9:30 until 1 o'clock. And if you've been talking about possibly adding a pet to the family, this could be the weekend to do it. This is the last day for the Atlanta Humane Society's free adoptions for adult dogs that are larger than 25 pounds. They need a loving home. You can't forget about them. Foster dogs do not qualify for this. The Atlanta and Alpharetta shelters are open from noon until 5 today. So could today be the day that you add to your family? You never know. There's some cuties out there. All right, so we hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me again. I'm Megan Packer. This was just a quick check of some of the day's top stories. We will continue to keep you posted all day long on our website and on our app as some of these stories develop. I know you've got questions about the weather. Let's take another look outside because it is so beautiful. It's been so great to have this weekend. First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi is here with the details. And it's still pretty chilly right now, Courtney. I don't want people to, be too overzealous with this sunshine. We still need a sweater or a jacket if we're walking out the door right now.
Right, and you'll probably need one for the first half of the day. As we head into the afternoon, it will be stunning out there. So hopefully you can get out and enjoy it. Maybe today is the day that you make your way out and about to go adopt a dog. I think that's the sweetest story. Personally, my dog was one of the dogs that was over 25 pounds. Let me get my box that's tall enough for me. There we go. And 5'1" on a good day. It was the best thing ever. He is my child, my fur child. So that'd be the weather would be great to go adopt a dog and then let them go run around outside in the backyard. It's going to be a wonderful day today. So let's talk about it because you're going to want to soak in the sunshine while you can. We do have rain on the way by the middle of the week, and that will kick off quite the unsettled pattern across the area. So make sure you have that umbrella tucked away because you're going to need it quite a bit this week. Let's talk about this first, though. So you might notice it's a little chilly out there. You definitely need the jacket as you step out the door, and cooler temperatures. That's going to stick around for the foreseeable future. It seems like our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. So what this does is look kind of beyond the 7 day. This will take us through the end of April into the beginning of May. It looks like that cooler than normal weather pattern that we've kind of settled into right now will stick with us as we round out the month and start the month of May. So you're going to probably want to keep at least the light sweaters handy. Today, we will have another cold front move through the area. It's going to be a dry front. We don't have really much of any moisture at all to work with. So as this front moves through, you might notice a few high-passing cirrus clouds, and you'll notice a light breeze out there, but that's going to about do it. Otherwise, it's going to be a really pleasant day. Now, we're going to have an area of high pressure filter in behind that, but where it positions itself is key to our forecast. It's going to stay to our northeast. What does that mean? It's going to create what we call a wedge, and that's going to pull in some cooler air from the north, spill it into our area. And the only issue is that's going to dominate our forecast all the way up until our next weather system rolls in midweek. So that's going to give us a chilly rain. If you're up in our northern counties north of Atlanta, especially in the mountains, on Wednesday, you might not make it out of the 50s, and it's going to be rainy. So overall, a pretty miserable day on tap on Wednesday. We do have a first alert for that. You want to circle that day on your calendar. It does seem like your commute home Wednesday especially could be quite messy. Just something to prepare for. That is why we gave you the first alert, an early heads up that Wednesday will be a dreary, rainy, and chilly day. In the meantime, beautiful out there, lots of sunshine. It is chilly though. Temperatures just past 9:40 here are generally in the low 50s, and we'll stay in the 60s through around 1 o'clock this afternoon. So a light jacket, probably not a bad idea. 51 in Cobb County over in Marietta, 57 in Covington, 55 in Lawrenceville. Again, this is all just before 10 a.m. where we're giving you these temperatures through the day today. Will warm pretty gradually. Temperatures will be in the low 70s. Again, a light breeze, northwest 10 to 15 through the day. Gusts maybe as high as 20, so it won't be quite as windy as yesterday, but the air definitely won't be still today. If you're headed to Truist Park, it'll be a beautiful day. We have lots of sporting events going on across the area today, including a bunch of other events going on. Get out and enjoy it. It's going to be a wonderful afternoon. Mid-60s by your lunch hour, and then today, first pitch is at 1:35, so just past that, we'll be in the upper 60s. Baseball weather doesn't get much better than this, guys. And honestly, we're going to stay in this cooler pattern. The Braves are away for quite a stretch, it seems like. So maybe this might be our last, wonderful, perfect spring day before it starts getting really hot in the late spring and early summer months. But it's really just going to be a stunning day. So if you are headed to the game, where hopefully they will win and not get swept by the Astros today, it'll be a great day at the ballpark. A little chilly for the first half of the game, though, and for any of your plans for the early half of the afternoon. Through the overnight, lows will drop into the 30s in the mountains, 40s for the metro, upper 40s, Atlanta southward. If you're north of Atlanta, you might end up in the low to mid 40s. This is because another cold front moves through today, like I mentioned. That's just going to help usher in and reinforce that cold air. Not worried about any frost. I don't think we're going to, between the wind and the lack of moisture content, have enough ingredients to come together correctly to have any kind of frost, but it will be chilly. Let's take you through the week. So again, we're going to have a weather system roll along the Gulf Coast. In that area of low pressure, essentially around an area of low pressure, wind rotates counterclockwise. So that's going to pull in Gulf moisture wrapping around that low and bring us a very rainy Wednesday, especially as we head into the afternoon. So again, that is a first alert. We want to give you a heads up that rain will more than likely be present for your afternoon commute, which could make it just a little bit of a dicey commute home. We know how it is here. When it rains in Atlanta on the roadways, it gets pretty tough driving. So pack your patience on Wednesday as you're making your way out and about. Now, it's going to be a chilly rain, as I mentioned. That wedge is going to kind of influence our forecast through the first half of the week, and then the rain is going to help almost reinforce that cold air. So upper 60s for Monday, low 70s for Tuesday, and then Wednesday's the day where the rain rolls in. Some of us might not make it out of the 50s. Most of us will be in the low to mid 60s, so a cool rain. It's really just going to be a dreary day on Wednesday. Upper 60s Thursday, and then we'll warm gradually through the weekend. It does look like we'll have little waves of energy roll along that weather system that's going to bring us all the rain Wednesday. That will keep us unsettled through the work week. And then as we wait for a second weather system, being a cold front for the weekend. That will be our little warm up for Friday and Saturday. Now, models are really indecisive on when this front is going to move through. Some say Saturday, some say Sunday. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like as of right now we're going to get away with another dry weekend next weekend. Looking far ahead though, it doesn't look like this is necessarily going to bring us severe weather, but we'll still be watching it as the days progress. It's just too far out to give you any details like that. But again, we'll be keeping an eye on the second half of the week just because we'll have a couple of weather systems on the way. Today, beautiful, lots of sunshine, cool for the first half of the day. You'll probably need a light jacket at least through 11, 12 o'clock. And then we'll top out in the low 70s around 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon. Monday will be great, cold start. So as you head out to work and school tomorrow, you'll definitely need the jacket, especially if you live up in the mountains, places like Ellijay, Blue Ridge, up towards, again, Fannin County. If you live in Blairsville, you're going to need the jacket tomorrow morning, maybe even a thicker jacket. And then Tuesday, you'll notice an increase in cloud cover through the day. Wednesday is the first alert for scattered showers on and off, mainly for the second half of the day, but a few showers still possible in the morning. Thursday, it looks like rain will mainly be around for the second half of the day, so we'll end up being a little warmer. Friday and Saturday will stay unsettled, with Friday carrying the greater rain chance for the end of the week with temperatures in the low 70s. So have the umbrella handy, needless to say. You're definitely going to need it. It does look like we could pick up maybe anywhere between half an inch to an inch and a half of rain with locally heavy amounts possible, upwards of 2 inches. So right now, not concerned about flash flooding because all of this is going to kind of come among a stretch of days, but we'll still be keeping an eye on that, especially with that weather system kind of crawling to our south. We'll keep an eye on the flash flood risk through the week as well. All right, everyone. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us this morning. We will, of course, keep you posted on that first alert in the rainy week ahead throughout the week. And Cutter Martin, First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin, will be in here tonight to give you an update on the forecast. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine today, and we'll catch you guys here next time.